Welcome to this brief webinar talking you through the Food Community website. My name's Stephanie Godrich and I was leading the project, the Southwest Food Community, which has really extended to creating this purpose-built food security platform. When we talk about food security, we refer to physical, social and economic access to nutritious, good quality, affordable food for everyone, regardless of their background or where they live. Our Southwest Food Community pilot project was conducted in the Southwest region of WA since June 2018, and essentially we've been mapping all of the different types of food-related initiatives that support healthy food availability, access and use in the region. We've worked in a co-design way with these different project leaders, and one of the things that they said to us was that they wanted to be able to connect with each other to understand what the network is doing and where their projects are based. They wanted to upskill in food security and understand what it means and have lots of different resources to be able to inform themselves and the work that they do, and other advocacy opportunities. We sought some funding to build this purpose-built website, and I'm going to step you through the different aspects of the website. But before I do, the ways in which this website could be useful for local government include the fact that there's lots of information about food security, so anyone working in the local government space could deepen their understanding of the concepts and what that means, look at lots of different infographics that have translated the research around food security into a series of information snippets. There's different webinars and so on. Importantly, we also have lots of areas where we've captured the great work that government and community groups are doing in their regions. So this means that local governments developing their public health plans can get a deeper insight into the types of food initiatives that are already functioning in their communities and perhaps maybe where some gaps are, so where some extra effort or extra focus in their public health plans might be required. There's lots of information around advocacy and connecting government and community groups together, so this area might be helpful for local government as well. So let's get into a website tour now, where I'll step you through the different elements of the website.
This is just an overview of the homepage that talks about the different aspects of the website. There is a navigation video here that shows you through the website and all of the components that are available to you if you sign up for free. So there is some content available to you if you choose not to sign up, so you can access webinars and some information on these tabs. However, the real value is when you do sign up for free to really receive all of the information and the functionality of the website. So I'm just going to log in very quickly and then talk you through the elements that's going to be useful for a local government context. So we've got a really easy navigation homepage here where you can just click on all these tabs. So resources, case studies, training, research, groups, connect, events, and members. So the resources section, you can see here there are a variety of types of resources, and so from a local government perspective, if you're developing public health plans, you're developing different strategic documents that require some background information about what food security is, or links to different information around food security and some potential strategies, these fact sheets could be quite useful for you. Similarly, there's research infographics that we have developed to translate our research around food security, and they all have a link to their full publication, their peer-reviewed publication, down the bottom of each particular infographic. So there's lots of background information for you there to get a better understanding of the really complex determinants that sit behind whether someone is food secure or not. These might also be quite useful if you're working with a variety of not-for-profit groups or on committees or other interagency type of groups that perhaps could benefit from this information. We've got a useful links area, so that is an Excel spreadsheet that you can download, share, email, and there's a variety of different links here, which I'll just expand the document to show you. and there is from all around the world and also Australia and locally. So if you're again writing reports and things where you need lots of different resources and links to food security related documents, you can click through the tabs to see what works for you. I have included some overarching grant type bodies or websites. Of course, we can't keep it current in terms of every single region and providing detailed links to grant bodies there, but it's just an overview if you want to recommend any groups that you work with access different funding avenues. There's different resources, case studies, and there's advocacy and civil society areas too. So that's the useful links. And then we've got some other resources as well that aren't fact sheets or infographics. For example, looking at food policy councils, and then there's a link to COVID-19 and food security there too. The case studies section I think would be useful for you in a local government context to, when you're scoping what programs are already happening or initiatives are going on within your jurisdiction, you can check out these case studies which might have information that is in your region or your particular LGA. So we've got a template that we have here that includes brief information about the initiative, and then we've linked it also to the determinants of food security. We also have some video case studies that we've got available as well. So you can click here on the video case studies and have a look. And we've got a good example there of a local shire who has talked through the process and how they've navigated COVID-19 when their supermarket burnt down. We do have a training element. So again, if you're wanting to upskill your team on food security and different aspects, we've got lots of webinars here that are freely available for you. And then we've also got, through our project partner, the Public Health Advocacy Institute of WA, we've got a free advocacy training course. It's called Pathway to Policy. And you can see here that there's 5 different modules. And this is really trying to support groups to define and disseminate their key messages. And then we've also got a translation of key messages via policy framework. So again, this is probably more useful for community-based groups, but if you want to support these community groups to better connect with local government, then this could be a really great suggestion that you make to them to join. And of course, it's free. We've got a research tab which has an update for different projects that are happening. We've got some results that we're sharing soon based on some COVID-19 impacts on food supply in the Southwest. So we'll be updating that soon. And then the groups tab is where people can connect with each other in like-minded topic type groups. So it might be that you want to join or create a local government group where you can share different information about how you're working to support food security in your area. Again, this is a section that I think would be useful for public health plan development because we've got a pin drop map and all of these different initiatives that have been categorised based on these different categories that again could help inform your planning to know what's going on in your jurisdiction. So what types of programs are already in existence, what groups are running them, and then how could we bring them together, say in consultations. Events obviously isn't happening that much at the moment, but that's a tab for the future. And then we've got a members tab, which is where we have people who've signed up to this website. The About Food Community area is another area that I think would be useful for you to have a little look at a document that outlines a process that we've taken to work with government and community in the Southwest region to map all of the different projects that are going on relating to food security, evaluate them against system change characteristics, work with them to enhance their work, and then share that through a network. So it's all about system change and looking at initiatives as a system rather than, or as a whole, rather than isolated interventions. So that might be interesting for you to have a look at in terms of the process that we've used, which we're looking to expand across WA, and also how we've linked that to the state public health plan. And then you'll be able to see there how potentially that could be linked to the local government public health plans. We've also got, finally, a Contact Us page. So we've got our team, and if you've got any questions at all, there is a section here that you can submit information to. If you've got any people within your teams, or if you work with any community groups that you think would benefit from uploading a case study or uploading information about their project that we can add to our Connect section, it's really easy for them to do that themselves, so they can showcase their own initiatives here, or they can add that in the Connect section too. Then that could be a really good pathway for you to recommend people get involved. But also, we're happy as a team to support that too. So if you've got people you work with, you think there's great stories of food related programs to share, then please do get in touch with us at the Food Community team, and then we'll be able to support them to upload their work. So hopefully this brief webinar has been helpful for you from a local government perspective. If you need any further information, you can feel free to contact us at admin@foodcommunity.com.au.